Hello, my name is Queen Zawaya Counts, and I would like to welcome you to my channel, When Zawaya Speaks. Karma, real or not? I hear a lot of people say that you got to be careful because what goes around comes around. If you do good, you'll get it back good. If you do bad, you'll get it back bad. And I am guilty of saying that myself. But there are a lot of people who don't believe in karma. And at one time, I didn't believe in karma. Now I'm on the fence about it. But at the same time, I do understand that the universe will give back to you what you put into your life. And I know in certain traditions, hoodoo, things like that, they have something that is called justifiable work, where they're not going to turn the other cheek and let you slap that cheek. And sometimes people feel like that can be your karma coming back to you. So there are so many definitions of karma, whether it's real, whether it's not, whether people who do bad gonna always get their karma back. But then you find people who do bad live good lives, but then they may be sadness or something else may be going on that they don't even recognize as karma coming back to them. So watch a few of these videos and like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think karma is. Have you ever experienced karma? Have you ever tried to make sure that you do things the right way? I remember there was a situation before I got married to my husband, and I wanted to make sure that I was coming right and exact, because I felt like whatever the universe was going to bless me, that I was putting myself in a position that I was deserving of it. I wasn't going out here trying to be good all the time. I know me, and the universe knows me as well. But what I focused on was creating balance. Creating balance. And if you pay attention to nature, if you pay attention to how the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west, it is the same with the moon energy. There's always this smooth transition because they do create balance. And sometimes it's more about creating balance inside of yourself. You know the difference between what is right and wrong. We are taught the difference between what is hot and cold, good and bad, from a very young age. And sometimes being taught certain things that karma gonna come back on you, karma gonna come back on you, that instills fear in others. So the thing that even in the Bible, God, the creatress, the creator, the source, whatever it is that you believe in, we are not to live in fear. But we also supposed to have the understanding that things just are. And our tree reveals the fruit that we actually bear. So let me know what you think about some of these videos that I will be reacting to. Is karma real? Is it not? Please comment, please share, please like, please subscribe. And I give thanks for you. Let's get into it.
Karma. Because you get what you put out.
Yes.
Whatever you put out in the universe gonna come back. I don't give a fuck what you think, who you think you is. God gonna show you who you is when that motherfucker karma hit your ass in the face. Bow! Bitch, what you did back then?
Honey, the same people the same people that was over there doing spell work, wishing that you lived a bad life, wishing that you was not successful, hoping that you fail, going against your plans. Well, whatever they wished for you, because they was doing it, magician, knight of swords, they was trying to hide their hand over their plan and shit. Well, everything that they was doing and saying about you, like, they're living that life now. like, it just reverts back to them. Whatever type of spell work they was over there trying to do, they was trying to whip some shit up. Even if they was just simply saying things and intentionally, like they was saying things knowing that they could bring negativity to you. All that motherfucking evil eye. Yeah. It didn't do nothing but turn around and go towards them. Now they trying to run and duck and dodge the karma. Don't do that. It's gonna get you regardless, babe. You can't duck it. What you gonna do when they come for you, bad boy, bad boy? What you gonna do? Huh? They stuck. No, that's not even funny. They ran right into some bullshit. See what I'm saying? They was trying to send you psychic attacks, trying to get you stuck, trying to control you. Hell, voodoo dolls. Look, that motherfucker thought they was gonna have you on that. They thought they was just gonna be able to control you because of what they was doing behind the scenes, honey. Could have even paid somebody to do it. But guess what? They played with fire. They was over there playing with some demonic dark shit. They was over there playing with the devil. When you're bigger and greater than the devil could never. They spell work could never. Their words could never. The evil eye could never. None of it could never. And they know at this point. They're very aware that whatever they was doing and sending to you, they're very aware that that's why they ass is going through what they going through now. They're aware, collective. Please don't think that they stupid when they ain't. They tried to hide their hand and still got caught up. What they think? So they thought they was going to outsmart God. Because they made a deal with the devil. Because they made friends with the devil, huh? Now, when the devil come to collect, you see what I'm saying? Justice coming out crossing. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, child. Tired. They tired. They wore out. They look a mess. They're dingy. 2 of Swords and the Justice, honey. Whatever they was trying to get away with, yeah, just know, collective. They're not. Y'all didn't even know what whoever this was doing for real. Like, y'all don't even know how deep they really went, because they went there, collective. They sure did. They went there. And now they must fucking pay. For some of y'all, they try to take your entire identity. Literally wanted you gone so they could, like, embody your energy. Somebody was doing something real wicked, honey. Real wicked.
Thinking karma ain't real because you see that person that hurt you and they seem happy after what they did to you all while you're in pain. But the whole time, that motherfucker is haunted by what they've done to you. They can't sleep at night. They taking L's behind the scenes. Because what people don't understand is karma does not always have to be loud, especially because when people are taking L's behind the scenes, they're not going to make it known in public. They're going to do everything they can to try and hide it. And people, I feel like people who say that karma isn't real, like they just expect to see these people fall apart right in front of their eyes every single time, or just expect an immediate, like, just reaction of where nothing works out for them. And it's like, it's not always going to be that way. A lot of the times karma is very quiet. It starts in the person's mind first, because remember, when the mind is messed up, then when your mind turns against you, your outer world is going to turn against you too, because your mind really controls the outcomes of what your reality is, right? So their mind is going to start to go first. All right, they're going to really start struggling to sleep. They're going to start having nightmares. They're going to start just feeling like, you know, weighed down. But they're not going to tell you that shit. These people who are suffering their karma are not going to broadcast it. They're not going to broadcast it. If you think that for 1 second that they're going to start posting on their social medias about how they're suffering, you're wrong. If that's what you're looking for, you're not going to get it. People suffer in silence. That's something that a lot of y'all need to understand. You can't sit here and say someone is not going through karma because you don't know what their personal life looks like. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. You don't know what that person is being haunted by. You don't know that the L's that person is really taking behind the scenes because it's not going to be broadcasted to you. People will actually have a habit of acting even more unbothered about what they've done to you while they're going through karma, because in some way they feel like that's going to combat the karma. If they just show up and, pretend like they're unbothered and like they don't care. Okay, that's when people will act like that the most, is when they're going through the most fucking karma in their life. Okay, so that's also something you can look for to see behind the veil of maybe this person is going through something behind the scenes. Okay, so they have to act extra unbothered. They have to act like they really don't give a fuck about anything. Because these people also feel like the more they act like they don't give a fuck, the more it's going to hurt you even more. It doesn't matter if they're going through karma. The more they go through karma, the more unbothered they feel like they have to act. The more unbothered they feel they have to act to piss you off, to just combat some of that negative energy. But it doesn't work, And eventually it does explode, and you will clearly see karma took a hold of these people's lives, the people that hurt you. But it will take an extremely long time. Okay, it's a process. Karma is a process. It takes an extremely long time sometimes to get it to where everybody knows about somebody, or everybody sees the truth about somebody, or everything will fall apart for somebody. It won't ever happen all at once. It won't ever happen quickly, especially if these people are powerful, if these people just have a lot of money, they just have that privilege of having a lot of resources. It's going to take a long time. If they have a lot of people that look up to them and see them as a good person, it's going to take a long time for those people to see the truth. But you just have to let karma do its thing. Staying too focused on karma and wanting to see that person hurt is not going to do anything for you. It's just going to drive you crazy. What you need to do is focus on your healing and getting your life together. Okay? Because once you are healed and you are not even focused on that person anymore, you're going to look over at that person and be like, damn, what the hell happened to you? Huh? Why do you look this broke down and busted? And you're going to be like, all right. It looks like karma did get you. Also, I cannot be around someone who doesn't believe in karma. I mean, I truly can't, because whether it's because you were done wrong, so you see the person is still smiling or whatever, you don't think that they're suffering, so you get bitter about it, or it's because you just don't believe in karma, period. You just don't think it exists. I don't trust people like that. I'm so sorry, because I feel like once you don't believe in karma, you will start living like karma isn't real. And once you start living like karma isn't real, that is when you become self-destructive as well, because of your views on karma. Okay, and then you're gonna have to find out the hard way that karma it's real. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter, because some people may be able to get away with shit longer than others, and that's just the fact of life. It is, because there's certain things, placements that you could have in your chart that will give you certain powerful, put you in positions of power, give you certain influences over other people for long periods of time, and it will put you in high positions of power, make people listen to you more, and that lets people get away with shit a lot more. Okay, a lot of people can get away with things more than others. It's just yes, but it doesn't matter, because guess what? In the end, karma is always on time, y'all. It will find them when karma thinks it's the best time to get them. I mean, I just can't be around people like that, because you're not going to drag me down with you. People, they always got to drag people down with them, with their bullshit, because
I see somebody on TikTok say something that was the realest thing that I've heard. And he said, you ain't dealing with trials and tribulations. You dealing with karma. Woo! And when I heard that, I was like, I had to stop and really think about that. Because if you think about it, y'all don't be believing karma is real. And because of that, you can't seem to understand why trouble comes to knock at your front door. And then another thing you don't do is stop to ask yourself, what type of person have you been all your life? How have you treated people? How have you lied and deceived, manipulated, abused? Like, y'all be forgetting that y'all have done that over the years, and then you just literally curse God because you think it's his fault that karma now has creeped up at your door. Y'all, that don't make a bit of sense, but it's true. Karma will always come find you, no matter how much you feel like you have grown. You have to experience that karma in order to know that, yeah, this is payback for the things that I've done. It has happened to me. So none of us are exempt from allowing karma to hit us up. Because you know what? You may have moved on and forgot, but God hasn't. But karma is only there to teach you and get you to become a better person. Because the more you keep having that cold heart and having a motive towards things, baby, karma gonna keep coming at your you know what. And y'all are battling with your own demons that you have caused. That's what karma is. So take this message and really let it resonate with y'all. Because you got folks in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s who really walk around like they ain't done nothing, talk down about nobody, they ain't spit on nobody, they ain't crucified nobody, but yet mad that life ain't going the way they want it to. I wonder why.
You know what? Her message, it resonates with a lot of things or that I see people go through. And it resonates to the point when I say a lot of things I see people going through. A lot of people will go out here and do messed up stuff in the world. And the first thing they say is, somebody done threw something at me. Why is my life so bad? Why do I constantly keep going through this? And what happens is that there are people who don't take responsibility for their own actions. However, is that karma?
Karma's not real. If karma was real, why would all the evil people be running the world? If karma was real, why would the thugs, the criminals, the crooks, why would they be winning so much?
And a lot of people ask that. If karma is real, like if you listen to the introduction before I started sharing these videos, these are real questions that people want answers to. If karma is real, why are these things happening and people are getting away with it?
Why would the good people be getting shafted so much if karma was real? Shit's not real. It's conveniently real when some shit happens where it applies. That's it. That shit's fake, my nigga.
Karma is a Sanskrit word in an ancient language that means action. That's all it means. That's its original meaning. Karma is the word for action. And therefore, the idea is connected to the concept of energy in or out of balance. If you believe that you are out of balance with yourself, taking the actions that bring you back into balance is the erasure of karma. Period. That's it. Karma doesn't come from past lives. All things exist at the same time. There is only one moment in creation, and that's now. So all people that have ever lived, are living, or will ever live exist right now on different frequencies. You make connections to those other people, and it is those energetic connections that download information and experience. So you think it's a memory of your past life instead of understanding that it's simply an energetic connection to someone else who exists at the same time you do.
Do bad things. Bad people do good things. Bad things happen to good people. Good things happen to bad people. So I've always asked people who talk karma is, why don't you guys ever bring up karma when people are doing good? It's always when people do bad that they're reminded, okay, karma's gonna get you. So when people do bad. So it must not be no good karma. Because you never hear people say there's karma for doing good.
I hear people say good karma though when they do good things.
When? I never hear people say, man, you're gonna get good karma. They're gonna say, well, man, well, if you really helping people, why are you showing it? Why are you talking about it?
Ooh.
So if there's good karma, why don't we ever bring it up so people keep doing good to get good karma?
Damn.
Because people say, man, you're gonna get karma for what you saying. When do the rappers get karma for all the horrible things they said and rapped about? They get rewards. They become millionaires. So I'm saying.
So in the previous reaction video to this one segment, the guy said that karma is a Sanskrit word that means action. So is that saying like everything that you do, you're going to, any action that you do, there's going to be a reaction to that? Or if people are doing bad things and it says that your karma is going to come back, is there saying that you're going to get back what you put in based upon your actions? Like, hell, I'm confusing myself. Let's keep going.
Karma can't be real, or karma only exists to poor people.
So guys, what do you think? Do you think karma exists? I don't know, because come on, we've all done things that we're not proud of, that we didn't pay for. But at the same time, we've done things that we're not proud of that we paid for. I don't know if karma exists. It's just circumstantial. Like sometimes you might pay for the things that you did. Sometimes you might not pay for the things that you did. And that's the reality of life.
Doesn't miss. You might keep treating people like dirt, thinking you can get away with it. But blessings don't come to those who sow harm. It might not hit you today, tomorrow, or even soon. But trust, it's on its way. What you give, you'll get back. And when it hits, it'll be 100 times harder.
So in closing, does karma exist? Is karma real? Why do they always say you're going to get back your karma when you do bad things? Like the gentleman asked the question, why not when you do good things? From every action, there is a reaction. Every action, a reaction has to take place. And you are the one who will have to deal with the circumstances, whether they are good or bad, or if they just are. My name is Queen Zowaya Counts. Thank you for listening and subscribing and liking and commenting on my channel, When Zowaya Speaks. If you need to reach out to me, there's my website, www.zowayaworksllc.com, and my email address, queenzowaya@gmail.com. Guys, take it easy.